Hello, everyone. Yes, excellent. So I hear it was 15 minutes. I will try and keep it to less, conscious there's one more, I think. So my name's Robert Han. I'm a Global VP of Sales at Entrust. I joined Entrust after selling my company to Entrust in 2017. We're a managed cryptography company based in the UK. I've been in cryptography or managing cryptography for about 20 years. Now, I'm not a mathematician. Don't challenge me on algorithm choices. I'm about the business of cryptography. So when I have gathered up all the problem statements that for the last 20 years, they all follow a similar theme. And I think we're all going to recognize some of these. Right, try it this way. Problem statements. PKI in crypto absolutely is critical infrastructure. It wasn't many years ago that people didn't agree with that. Many businesses, you mention the word cryptography and people go blank. They go Bitcoin. It really is considered the boys in the back room kind of stuff in many organizations. It's a false assumption we're forever secure if we've got PKI, if we bought a crypto key management system. The business think that way. It's anyone in security, it's a constant challenge to convince people that things change. Threats change. We have to keep on top of the crypto risks, the threats. And again, we come back to blank faces. We've gone and asked for that $1 million to build a PKI, and they assume you built it, and now we can work on other things. Risks are unknown because we don't know what we've got. That's the classic crypto challenge. Cryptographic assets protect the data in the organization, either in data at rest, data in transit, data in use. Crypto is there, but we don't really understand fully what crypto we've got. All of these scanning tools that we can buy, crypto discovery tools, at best will find 70% of the crypto assets. At best. It's the 30% where the risks probably lie. Crypto resources are scarce and expensive. Who recognizes that? That valuable crypto engineer who knows exactly how it all works, leaves with valuable knowledge in their head. Who in the room loves filling in or updating a policy or procedure? I never get a hand. I actually did last year in London get one person at the back going, me. And he was from MOD, so that's understandable. Best practices are often inconvenient. Two-person control means you need to employ two people. So the financial people who want to reduce our IT budgets, reduce us down to a skeleton crew, may not fully understand the importance of those classic security controls. Organizations find out too late. That's the background. Now we've got quantum coming. When's quantum coming? 10 years, 20 years, 5 years. Has Q-Day already happened? Do the Chinese have a quantum computer that they can attack us with? Military will tell you they have. The commercial world are expecting 8 to 10 years' time. So NIST, I think yesterday, updated their guidance on deprecation of public key encryption, and most of their dates were saying not allowed after 2035. So we know it's coming. There are two big threats known today: harvest now, decrypt later, and long life data. Long life data, I think we all understand harvest now, decrypt later. Steal encrypted data, be patient, decrypt it later. Every organization in the world is susceptible. We all have employee directories. They all have personal data. My address, my date of birth isn't going to change, unlikely, in the next few years. That's valuable in a few years' time. Most activity in quantum has actually been in long-life connected devices. So most of the business Entrust is doing in PQ is with semiconductor companies, automotive, industrial IoT, all of those things that have baked-in cryptography that's really hard to change. I often joke, and I hope Elon will be in the room one day, and I'll tell him that a Tesla is a future quantum threat. We've got approaches to ease the transition. One of them that's gaining a lot of popularity is hybrid bridge. Hybrid bridge is a concept where you run classical and post-quantum in the same system. Our engineers at Entrust have been working in IETF. Here's an example of hybrid bridge. If you look carefully, and I'm not using the latest names, dilithium, Sphinx, Kyber, Falcon, I'm using the old sexy names. And interestingly, do you know why they didn't choose those names? Because they were already trademarked by science fiction movies. And that's true, that came from NIST last month. So anyway, by running post-quantum and classical together and having a magic switch is an eminently sensible way to migrate. It means you can deploy things today knowing you can migrate and be agile later. It also means you can switch between what are young algorithms. So we may find dilithium becomes vulnerable in 2035, 2037. With hybrid bridge, you can switch to Sphinx. That agility is now possible. Some of the things Entrust have been doing is building real-world environments for our customers. We've got a PQC lab based in Barcelona, and what we wanted to do was help our customers understand what is the impact of these new algorithms on their performance, their transaction rates, their compute, their backup. The hash of a hybrid certificate is up to 3.5 million bytes. An RSA hash is only 700 bytes. Multiply that up in the banking industry to how many hashes you may be doing on transaction settlements. We're running pilots from this on signing and timestamping banking settlement transactions, and the compute and the backup costs are predicted to at least be 100 times more than they are today. So many of these considerations are important, these technical impacts of these new algorithms. Crypto agility, it isn't just tech. Lots of people think it is. We think, oh, well, we're just swapping an algorithm, a crypto library. There's a whole business process behind crypto change. What about the impact on governance, on the skills I need, the retention of staff, the update of policies, procedures, whether it aligns with my current cryptographic handling management policy? All of those aspects have to be considered. So it's not like all these quantum startups will tell you, flick a switch. It's the whole process of change. And that really is what makes post-quantum the most exciting and scary challenge we've ever had in cryptography in our lives. When did we last have to change all the cryptography, public key cryptography, in our landscape? Never. This is not Y2K. This is a 5 to 10 year journey of change. And we need to get better at how we manage that change. So an example of how Entrust are helping organizations assess whether they're good, bad, or ugly at crypto agility is our quantum readiness assessment. Quick and dirty assessment. What we're looking at is the people, the process, and the tech of crypto change. So this spider diagram, I'm rushing through this, so you can ask me afterwards any more questions. This spider diagram shows an organization that has yet to ask their supply chain, what cryptography does your product use? Is it post-quantum ready? When will I get the post-quantum version? When can I test it? How will it interact within the ecosystem of all the layers in the stack? By simply asking supply chain a few more questions on that security questionnaire, you're starting to de-risk your journey. That's the simplest starting point. All of us crypto people are thinking the same thing. At last, something exciting is happening in cryptography. We're also thinking a light is being shone on this world, this dark black art that we operate in, and we're finally going to get the attention we deserve. All those times we've been asking for money, for better visibility and governance tools and compliance and all of that, our dreams are coming true with quantum. No, they're not. Every organization in the world suffers from the same problem. They ask the cryptography team to go and ask for the money. We are the worst at asking for money. When is quantum happening? 5 years, 10 years. How much money do you need? 50, 100 million? Right, well, come back when you've got the correct answers. We switch people off. So we need to think of a different way of how we get our post-quantum journey started. This slide in presentation mode builds. It doesn't build, but the point I'm trying to make is that every step in a post-quantum readiness journey is a zero trust step. Establishing a team, defining and understanding the classification and how your data moves, where it's stored, and so on. The cryptographic asset inventory, crypto agility strategy. We have to be more reactive. We've heard that in the last 2 talks. The vulnerabilities are going crazy. We need to work out which ones we can work on fastest, which are the priority. Same in crypto. Defining which systems to work on first is going to be the most sensible approach to PQ readiness. What system has the most sensitive data, the greatest aggregation? Let's start there. And that will help you understand the size of your post-quantum problem. Modernize and defend. There's stuff that you're embarrassed about, but it just works. Mainframe. It works. It doesn't even support SHA-256. So let alone these new algorithms. So we need to start thinking of how we modernize or how we defend against some of these threats for things that will never be post-quantum. Test and migrate, post-quantum security management will be amazing, and then world peace and famine eradication will follow. Now there's loads of futuristic thinking going on in quantum. People thinking quantum-driven AI will be indiscernible from a human being. The potential is amazing. I've got a couple of articles here. One of them is from a company called Q-Secure, really cool company, thinking about that future world where quantum-driven AI will mean we'll have to fight fire with fire. We need to be quantum-driven, crypto-agile to be able to defend against those future threats. And there's a lot of money going into this area. Accenture working with Sandbox AQ, lots of professors talking about this scary new world. People thinking about how we can use AI to swap algorithms, change key lengths, react to incidents. It's pretty amazing stuff. And we're fortunate all to be young enough to be working in this space at this moment. It's the most exciting thing that's ever happened in cryptography. So when you look at an AI ML journey, there are also common activities. Establish a group. AI ML is founded on very good, strong data security principles. Crypto provides that data security. There's some privacy and ethical issues and whatever, same in cryptography. Objectives and goals have to be defined. Skills. If we're going to have to defend against quantum-driven AI, then we're going to need quantum, AI, and PQC skills in 10 years' time. Plan ahead. So just to summarize, I said it would be short. Summarize, Entrust have been working in this space for a long time because we're a cryptography company. We've had to be, provide HSMs, PKI, won't mention SSL. It's a swear word in Entrust at the moment. We've got solutions already supporting the NIST algorithms. Our cloud PKI, we're just releasing a PKI appliance, our HSMs. They allow you to transition with that magic toggle. Our assessment services, all of these combine to help organizations plan their PQ journey. So if you want to talk to me separately, link to me on LinkedIn. Here's my details. And I'm going to be here for about another 15 minutes, but thank you very much for the opportunity.